Calvin, of Calvin and Hobbes, once said, "If people sat outside and looked at the stars each night, I bet they'd live a lot differently." It wasn't that long ago when people did sit outside and look at the stars each night. This is certainly one of the reasons why anyone who lived before Thomas Edison had an entirely different view of reality than we do. This passage from Psalm 8 is but one example. When I consider your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars which you have set in place, what is mankind that you are mindful of them, human beings that you care for them? When we look up at the night sky, we are seeing a tremendous distance in both time and space. How far away is the farthest star? Here are a few of the answers. The Milky Way galaxy is about 120,000 light years in diameter. We're about 25,000 light years from the center, so the most distant stars in our galaxy are about 95,000 light years away. Bill Watterson offers this critique of modern life. That punchline doesn't make as much sense as it used to. A lot of us don't watch TV anymore with other people. We look at smaller screens all by ourselves. And in the world that includes only me and my phone, I'm a pretty big deal. A regular submission to the night sky forces us to experience our smallness. In the modern world, we no longer experience our smallness in this way because we no longer submit to the night sky. So our smallness is no longer real to us. This Calvin and Hobbes cartoon has a similar theme. Again, Calvin is looking at the night sky. When you are sitting in your family room looking at your phone, it's not that difficult to consider yourself to be a big screaming deal. You can easily come to see yourself as godlike in this context. You are omnipotent in your ability to create light. Let there be light. Click. You are omniscient in your access to the internet. You are omnipresent, not only because you have Google Maps, but because you have access to practically every other person on Earth. So our technology can make us feel godlike, but it can also have the opposite effect. It can make us feel insignificant and cut off and lonely. It's in my bedroom where I'm alone, looking at my phone, connected to everyone and everything, but really no one and nothing. This reminds me of a Robert Frost poem called Desert Places. I think you'll see a video about that poem coming out soon. So how do we get back to reality? Do we want to get back to reality? Calvin is a little boy who imagined his stuffed tiger is real. But some fantasies are worse than others. The fantasy that the universe is meaningless and I am abjectly insignificant is a pretty harmful fantasy. And so is the illusion that I have some kind of godlike control over my life. One of my favorite quotes comes from the Robertson Davies novel, The Fifth Business. "You have made yourself into a god, and the insufficiency of it has turned you into an atheist." So what are we going to do? It's a little unrealistic to gaze at the evening sky every night, but we could do it once in a while, and no phone. And that's another thing, power down. Do you have power outages where you live? We do. No electricity, sometimes for hours. It does suck, but it's kind of beautiful. You find some candles, you read books, and you talk to the people you live with. I think we should consider powering down for 1 hour every day. Make it the same hour and do it as a family. No screens for 1 hour. That kind of thing could help you reconnect with reality. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.